Oke. Only come out at night.
Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome! Finally your faces back to another week of competitive Call of Duty mobile action. I'm your host Maxman, once again going to be joined with Imperium for another epic weekend of Pro League gameplay. Imperium, what's up? What's poppin'?
What's a poppin'? I'm damn excited to bring some more Call of Duty mobile action. Of course, we talked about it week in, week out, day in, day out of this action, what is being played for, the fact that this is kind of the start of competitive Call of Duty mobile, and it's really exciting to see initially what these European teams are pulling out for us.
Yeah, it's just the start of something bigger and grander. This is only the first year where we actually going to be having some big tournaments coming up. Community-run tournaments, official competitive tournaments, not too sure just yet, but we're starting it off with the Pro League, and it's definitely really fun to bring you guys the action of the European scene. And real quick, before we do dive into anything more specific, maybe guys, if you haven't watched the stream the week before this one, or the week even before that one, you don't know where the teams are located, which are the best teams in Europe, which are the teams that are struggling a little bit more. Right now we're checking out the standings, and we can see that pretty dominantly, one team that is dominating the entire field of EU, that is Team Elite Imperium.
Elite are living by their namesake at the end of the day, Max. Looking very strong. They took down the Kings quite dominantly last week, I believe, or this week, and
it was a close 2-1 to be honest.
Yeah, it's and yeah, really, you know, Elite are standing tall. They're not. It's not like they're dominating from a points point of view. But if I was Clash, I would definitely respect and I wouldn't say fear them, but just be cautious.
Yeah, Clash are going to have to be very careful because you guys can check out the schedule of today. We were supposed to have King versus Arcis, but unfortunately Arcis have forfeited their matchups. That means King, they come in, they take themselves an easy series for themselves, an easy amount of points in their pocket straight off the bat, so GG well played to them. And you know, maybe that was the matchup that was going to happen anyways, because Kings are playing so good that I think they maybe would have won against Arcis, so maybe it didn't change much in the overall grand scheme of things. But now the matchup we're going to be focusing on is going to be Clash Spain versus Elite. Two of the best teams in all of Europe. Elite so far, you know, in that #1 spot. Can they be overtaken by the underdog team of this matchup, which I do believe is the underdog team in this matchup? Imperium is going to be Clash Spain. All the players look super pumped. I saw them on Twitter, I saw them on their Discords. They are mega pumped and super hyped for this game, and even if it doesn't work out and it doesn't end up in a win on their side, they said they're going to work, they're going to train, and they're going to do odd review after this game today, because they are a team that want to really aim for something even bigger than themselves. They really want to try and aim and set a standard for the EU scene, so I really do hope the Clash can have a really good matchup versus Elite. And now we're slowly going to be jumping into this first game, Imperium.
Plus, when you really look in the overall standings, Max, like Clash need these points. They're on equal points to Unity in 4th, and they're only 1 point ahead around them. You know, so realistically, like they need these points. They need to create that huge buffer against the teams below them.
Yeah, you just want to try and create a little bit of a cushion if you want to avoid getting just really threatened out of that top 4, because don't forget, top 4 EU teams will be playing against the top 4 NA teams, so it's not really important to really be in that first position right off the bat if you are aiming for like playing versus NA. So just aim for that top 4, and they want to make this as comfortable as possible. First map is going to be on Raid. We're going to be starting off with the aggressive play of Elite, pushing seamlessly towards this B bomb site, as it's a 2-3 split on the opposing side of Clash.
Yeah, with Primza has the bomb in his hand. Now they're going to look to be headed towards the B side. But they've been taken out quite quickly. The bomb has been dropped.
Yeah, the bomb has been dropped. Big MSMC rush coming out from the side of Elite. Did work out pretty well, and that's going to be a 3v2. Fight coming on through. Nefe will not be able to find the kill on Tarns. Sorry, on the opposing side, it did kill Tans just now. But there you go. You're going to try and go for the spray in mid. But at the end of the day, the first round will be going in favor of Elite. They take it home. It's just the first round, but always the first round, at least in what we've been seeing so far in Imperium, the first round seems a little bit like a bit of a confidence boost almost.
Yeah, it is. You want to start off strong. Of course, like, you know, with this map, it does tend to overall favor the attacking side, overall, I feel. So when you're on the side of Elite, you want to create that buffer. You want to create that kind of strong lead, 3-4 points favor for your side, and then push on forward. But Clash, they're being taken out one by one. 2 members being taken out already. But it's equal Stevens down on the other side.
Yep, but they did plant the bomb, so that means they're going to control the pace of this engagement as Marky, the best sniper I've seen so far, is coming back in action. Imperium going to be going for the rush. Sexy sniper skin, by the way, but he gets the information on Blue Van, goes for the flick shot, gets the kill. That's a one-on-one trade at the end of the day, as Orjic and Jari are going to try and shut down that push onto the bomb site. He's got the MSMC, maybe not going to be that useful unless he's playing close quarter, which he's doing right now, but he doesn't have the range to play versus... Oh, he does get the kill anyways. That's really surprising. But now Nefe going to go for the rush. Orjic is extremely low. He's trying to regen as much as he can before going for the fight. He goes for the rush, and here it is. He has enough HP, and he wins the trade, and that's going to make it 2-0 in favor of Elite. That timing, though, good regen.
Yeah, really good regen by Orjic. He used the van to just essentially run rings around not Nefe at the end of the day. Nefe just couldn't close it out. And it's funny because when you talked about Marky, I was going to point out that I do think Drari has been a stronger sniper compared to Marky overall in the league so far. But then, just as I was about to say that, Marky actually took out Drari, so I was like, I'm glad I didn't
Point
say
proven.
that.
But not, maybe not the best, but like one of the best. If I said the best, that was a little bit off point, but one of the best snipers we've seen so far in the Pro League. As Marky back at it again, trying to find himself a flick shot, but it will get stolen away by Tarns. The KS is real in Call of Duty Mobile. Now with the MSMC, unfortunately, will not be able to win the trade, and here it is, Marky coming in clutch once again, securing himself that kill and securing the round, and making it 2-1. Clash still holding to hope. This is just the early game stage, so dust has yet to settle, and this is a BO3, so it's still going to be a pretty long stream overall.
And what I've noticed about each round so far is that both teams have lost a similar amount of players. There's been no, no dominating performance from either team so far. Shows they're being respectful, they're very even in their play styles, and they're not afraid to take each other out, which I really love to see so far.
No fear, just fight. Go for the aggression, gets the shot, unfortunately misses it, and Marky, he's going to be taking that shot for sure. Now he gets another hit marker that will not be turning into a frag, but here it is, 3-man onto the B bomb site. Primza takes a heavy shot, he's with the bomb, can he go for the plant? Yes, he will. Orjic and Grizz got to try and defend it. Unfortunately, Grizz will not be able to hold the area as long as he would like to. And Orjic back on the backside, he's going to be alone. Primza got flushed out, but the bomb is planted. They're going to go for the defuse. Will they have time to defuse it out? I think yes, because he's going to be way too far away, and Orjic will not be able to save the round for his team. That will make it 2-2, and that's going to make it even more competitively in sight in Imperium.
I would like to see Elite going for the A bomb site, just to shake things up a little bit. Not just because, especially in that round, in that last round, they did lose a couple of players early on, which heavily affected them defending that B bomb site, because it's much more out in the open. But it seems like once again they're going straight for that B site.
Yeah, it seemed like they're just committing to it. Lily was the nice double. That's going to put a big F on that push coming out, of course, on the side of Elite. Primza always going to go for a nice push. Primza was like, the last time we saw him play, he was so good on those bomb plants. Always so consistent and planting in a matter of seconds to try and win some time for his team. Now Jerry on his own with the sniper. Does find one flick shot. Can he find his second? No, he does miss the shot and he's solo. One bullet will do the job. And that's going to be a 3-2. And Clash back in the lead right now.
So honestly, it's simply predictable play coming out from Elite. Like, Clash know what Elite are going to do at this stage. You saw a couple of grenades being thrown up by Clash at the start of that last round. It heavily pushed back Elite. You saw a couple of members go down early once again. And as much as Primza might be fantastic at planting that bomb, if there's nobody there to defend it, what's the point?
Exactly, they're going to give another shot. Dro does get a shot in mid, finds not Nefe. Now they got their utility, they're going to check those nodes. Jerry does get a nice amount of damage out too, and it's going to get stolen away. Nice flick from Marky, able to stop the push from Styrel, and he gets another triple kill in this round, and that's going to leave Primza alone. He does not have the bomb in his possession, unfortunately, so he's going to have to try and wrap around with the MSMC. MSMC in this kind of map in a 1v3 scenario, maybe not the kind of best weapon to go for. If he finds a Type 25 or an AK to find on the floor, that'll be way better, but this fight does not seem like it will be definitely really easy for Primza.
I like the fact that Primza is trying to find some information and scouting as much as anything. Very, very clever play coming out from him at the end. But at the end of the day, man advantage took over Maximan. And here's the thing, as much as I've said Elite have been predictable, that's not to take anything away from how well Clash have played and how well they've pushed back Elite so effectively. Ooh. They've used the teamwork, communication to their advantage, but now we could see an A-side bomb plant.
They're finally going for the I was like about to say Imperium, look at that. Whoa, 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 whoa. I mean, hey, you said go for A, they went for it, and they won in like, what, 10 seconds? Okay, well, let's go. Clash popping off, and they're 5-2 now.
Elite definitely struggling somewhat. You could say that maybe...
They struggled? They never got called struggling.
Clash got a little bit of luck, possibly, that they predicted an A-side bomb plant, but yeah, either way, Elite definitely struggling for now, and Clash are just looking leaps and bounds ahead of them.
Clash, if you're listening right now, please do take Imperium as your rotation manager. He was popping that one off, but now Primza does find a kill. Protects the bomb site for a little bit longer, leaving Tarns alone for the defuse. Getting a triple kill with 35 seconds remaining and a bomb defuse. He's extremely hard, especially with the MSMC in these kind of circumstances, especially on the B bomb site. But he's still going to try and get the push. Got to play really aggressively. Doesn't have time to waste. Gets on top, flicks around, tried to do a 360. Unfortunately, not playing the sniper here, so it's not going to work out. I've never seen a 360 like MSMC. I don't think that's possible, but you know what? Nice try.
It was much needed point for Elite as well, to be perfectly honest. You know, heading into in around, we're going to swap sides. It's much needed that Elite grab as many points as they can. If they can close it off to a 5v4, that will definitely very much help their cause. But with one kill apiece, like I said, very even between these two teams.
Going for the infamous mid lane push. Did work out. Now they created a little bit of a man advantage in their favor. 3 versus 2. Turelli is still going to be towards this B bomb site. Towards the sniper house. This Type 25 doesn't find kill just yet. Finally gets one. Shoots him in the leg. Can he get the second one? No, he can't. He's going to get chased a little bit in the area. Jerry gets a shot with the sniper. Leave Tarns alone. Now playing with the MSMC. Now in a 1v1 versus Jerry. That means that if Jerry does get outranged, it will be going over to Tarns. But he saw exactly where he was located. And he got the easiest shot in the world. 5-4 Elite. Coming slowly back into the party.
Slowly back in the party, but one player I do want to point out in that last round was Turelli. Turelli was so clean. He managed to flick, take out somebody from behind, and he did chase somebody up the stairs of that kind of balcony area. And unfortunately, he lose life, but it was a great round for him and nearly helped to get Clash to win.
Let's not forget also, did switch sides. Clash has been attacking now. Orjic, great nade, does find Tarns on the B-bomb site, and now here it is. That's a quite big decimation towards Clash, losing Turelli and Tarns right away. Not looking too good. Not Nefe also pretty damn low. He's got to try and regen as much as possible. He's going to try and play around Blue Van, buy some time for himself, but that's another great nade. 2 great nades this round going over to the side of Elite. And they make it through, and they get the last frag at the very end, and that's going to be 5-5. Even Stevens Imperium, I would like to say.
Even Stevens indeed, and once again, going for that B bomb plant, you know, the only kind of cover you have are those little pillars, right? And it makes it so much easier to just throw a grenade in that area because there's a high chance you're going to take somebody out. And that's kind of what happened with Clash in that last round. So I'd like to see them mix things up as they look to try and close out this first game between the #1 team so far in the league.
Oh, Marky, that Blue Van shot was absolutely perfect. Gets himself a double. Look at that, Marky, you legend. Now they created a man advantage towards this B-bomb site, and they might be expecting a rotation, so that's why they're actually going to be going towards A. And they play. This is big brain gameplay right now in Imperium. That was really nice play from them because they expected they got 2 frags on B. They're going to overcommit to that, but they didn't, and actually turned on its head. So they're going to go for a quick bomb plant for Jerry. Now they're going to be controlling the different entry points. There's only 2 entry points towards this bomb site, so it should be pretty easy for them to control. Orjic with the MSMC not quite able to get the shot. Switches over to the handgun, trying to wreak havoc around the board. They can't quite get it. And there you go. Orjic is going to be alone, and that's going to be a nice round going in the favor of Clash. I love that rotation. For me, that was absolutely perfect.
It was, because they knew they had the man advantage at that point. And yes, when you have the man advantage, common sense would say, hey, look, let's plant it in the B bomb site because we have more men to defend. But why not make it easier? Do a switch rotate, go for the A site, and have even more of a compact space to defend against the remaining members of the opposing team. And Elite got duped. Well played by QLASH.
Yeah, well played by QLASH, as now Jerry, towards Sniper. He's going to slowly take quite a tick amount of damage, but he's still got the bomb in his possession, and that's going to leave Jerry alone. He's got the Sniper. He can have the flick shot if he wants to. He's got direct line of sight on the bomb, but the bomb will get planted. And that will just reduce kind of opportunities for the opposing side. It's going to be locked on this A bomb site right now. But they know who they're playing up against. They saw the kill feed. They know they're playing against Jari, so they've got to play around their angles. Trying to go for the flick shot. Jari having a little bit of a hard time, and there you go. Where's the Type 25? Nefe will end the round. 7-5. QLASH now 2 points in the lead, but still, we saw what Elite can do. But Elite seem like they are struggling to defend this A bomb site.
Yeah, they're struggling in terms of they are losing consistently a couple of players. We haven't seen any super elongated plays by Elite to keep themselves alive as a full squad. Even when they were attacking, they would consistently lose to possibly 3 members, even if they won the round. So I'd like to see Elite kind of play better as a 5-man team and keep themselves alive.
Jerry from Elite going to be going now for the backside flank. Might be coming back into play in a few seconds, though Primzo with the MSMC in mid does find Nefe. I think he did get a headshot in that spray. Making it a little bit easier to find the frag. Going to go for Jerry. Jerry playing really well around those corners, but unfortunately will not be able to win the trade. And Marky was on his own, got rushed up by Grizz and Primza, and at the end they will be losing that one 7-6. And we were expecting this to be a really close matchup, Imperium, but they are delivering on the content. This is really good to watch.
Full on, great work by both teams. Drari did pop off in that last round. Popped off indeed in terms of he was able to really assist in them picking off the members of QLASH. Kind of similar to the way QLASH have been doing to Elite so far, but Drari has the bomb inside. Sastern, it was taken out early on, and now QLASH have got to look to get back up and pick themselves up against this Elite team.
Lily bringing now the bomb on the site, going to put it up straight away, add an extra counter to the board. They might be getting flanked, actually. I'm not too sure who is flanking on their side. I think it is Drari, but there's definitely one member of Elite that's going for the flank. It is Primza, actually. On the backside was the MSMC. Not if it doesn't have the information. Going to go for the spray. Does get sprayed out by another member. And there you go. That's going to leave Mark and Turelele alone. But now Marky's going to be on his own. And that's going to be a nice double kill for North. But Drari will be the better sniper on that round. And that should be a nice defuse coming on through. And that will be 7-7. Really close one.
And plus the fact that Elite only lost 1 player. They were able to close out quite nicely. Once again, the B bomb side, just mix it up and go for the A. QLASH, do what you did in that round where you picked off a couple of players of Elite early on. And even just push me, go straight for the A side bomb plant and then back off a little bit, defend, and you can look to successfully get this win.
They're going for the A bomb site once again. Imperium, great nade, going to put Jerry pretty low, but he gets just behind the site right in the lack of time, and he does survive the encounter. Still 5v5 though. I'm seeing a backside rotation coming through mid-stairs, and this is going to be looking really bad for Flash if they don't stop it right now. They're actually doing a pretty decent amount of work, and they find 1 shot, 2 kills. And they're going to be decimating the entirety of their squad, but Orgic was the MSMC versus Not Nefe. 1v1, Not Nefe on the Type 25. Not if they're going to be slowly rushed up, but they are now switching their places and is slowly playing hide and seek. Imperium. Which one will be done out first? Will it be Orgic or will it be Not Nefe? Get the information, goes for the spray. Can he find the kill? No, it does work out, and that's going to be a round. Normally over to Elite. Still got 12 seconds, and that should be fine, but that lasted way longer than I thought.
They were just going like, you know, ring around the rosy kind of thing, you know? Yep. It's like when a fat kid like chases a burger around on a string, you know, that kind of thing. Something I would do, in fairness, Max.
I would do the same with French fries. So,
well, yeah, or baguettes.
I knew it was going to come up at some point.
Nah, yeah, that was overall great play by Elite. Non-FA could have dragged it out a little bit more, but either way, he did what he was trying to do at the end of the day, and now they've got to try and bounce back Elite in the lead for the first time in this game.
Oh, look at that, Marky finding Dre and Grizz. Gonna try and now go through Bank on the staircase. But Orgic get himself a double. That's a great angle actually to play MSMC and Bank. Perfect area to play that. The bomb will be in possession of Tarns. There was the MSMC. If I was him, I would not rotate that way. That would be kind of risky. I'm going to try and stay in the close quartered combat areas. As Turelli is slowly going to be able to regen back up. Now they're just trying to weigh their options. And they might be going through mid towards B bomb site. Because they expected maybe a brain play around North and Prim's rotation. But it does become a one-on-one trade as Tarns and North drop to the ground. Now will be on mid stairs. He doesn't get... Oh my god, they barely miss each other. But he sees Primza, goes for the shot. And now will be Clash taking it 8-8. I thought they were going to miss each other and just go on the opposite side of the map. But that was nice.
I know. Same here, but Clash, I want to point out that two-man team towards the end stuck together. That was the biggest reason why they were able to pick off that second last member of Elite. And then it just came down to that 1v1 and Clash came out on top. It's 8 points each. It is the first to 10, and this is so close.
First to 10, it is a BO3, so we have a minimum another game after this one, but who will be taking the first? That's an important question. As Marky just going to be holding down Spiral, just in case any extra push comes on through. Pretty easy to anticipate a push from there. And it's still going to be a 5v4 situation as North did die out. Great shot from Marky on Bank, getting Jari shut down instantly. They're going to be taking now 3 kills for themselves. That's going to leave Primza alone with the MSMC. Unfortunately on A-Long, MSMC not really the weapon you want to play with. And he's going to be shut down 9-8. A nice Clash, only 1 round away from their first win in the BO3 series. Versus Elite. That is not nothing.
Versus the #1 team. And what a dominating round as well. The round before match point, or game point should I say. And it was a dominating round by Clash. Let's see if they can rinse and repeat and close out this game 1.
Oh!
Jory!
The collateral, the triple kill in mid-lane fish! Oh my god! That was insane, and that's going to be the easiest round over for Elite. The collateral followed up by 1 headshot kill. Drari, making it 9-9. Drari just solo carried that entire fight. GG well played to them. He might be the one reason why Elite make it 10-9 and steal the win away from Clash. That was the most insane play. Okay, you know what? That's an MLG montage worthy.
Ridiculous play by Drari. It's why I put him as snipers in this Call of Duty Mobile. Of course, Marky has had some standout moments, but you can't take away from what Drari did. Could have turned this round around for his side. Drari still left standing. Just 2 members left of Clash alive. Not Neffy and Saturns. They don't have the bomb either. Not Neffy on low health. Could this be the turnaround? What can he do in this 1v2? He's chasing the second last member of Elite, but is he running into the arms of his own death as the bomb has been planted?
Yes, this is perfect from Not Neffy. It was 2v4 earlier now, so 1v1 versus Drari. Drari was a sniper. If he misses that one shot, Not Neffy should be able to find an easy shutdown. Gets the information on Neffy, but doesn't hit the shot. And it will be normally going over to Clash. He's going to go for the defuse. Still got 30 seconds, but there you go. Clash take it 10-9. And that was a really close shot. I'm actually surprised the sniper shot did not come through, but you know what? It did not come out. And that's going to be Clash taking it 10-9, securing himself the first point of this round.
And that's what I love about what Neffy did, because he knows that if he had a look at that bomb, Drari from a distance would have sniped his head clean off, Max.
Yeah.
So he had to chase that kill. He had to push to take him down so he could defuse the bomb in time, and he did it so successfully. And also the fact that Not Neffy, it was a 1v2, Max. A 1v2. Where was the support from Elite to back up that bomb plant? Nowhere. And that's what helped cause Elite lose that round and lose that first game.
It was even a 2v4 right before that, but after they got, like, every single member there of Clash got a 1v2 trade. And that's what won them the game. So, huge props to them. Clash can himself once again the first game, the first point of this BO3 series. And they're going to be slowly moving forward closer to salvation, closer to these 2 points minimum that they can bring in their own pockets. Because, let's not forget, this Elite team, they're the #1 team in the current standings. I'm going to go over to the standing screen just so you guys can see a little bit what that represents. But Elite, 11 points, winning every single game so far. Not even Kings were able to win every single game in Imperium. That really shows just how consistent Elite has been throughout the entire tournament. But this might be their first upset versus the Spanish team of Clash that has been having so far 3 wins. But they want to make it even with Elite. And they want to show that they're one of the best teams in all of EU. And I think, you know what? I think they're worthy to be called one of the best teams in EU.
Oh, 100%. Like both of these teams are so good. Let's not take away from what they're both doing. It's amazing the amount of work they're putting in. And that game wasn't close. It's not like Clash dominated that. It was 10-9 max. All I can do is just put up my hands and go, God damn it, I respect both. Yeah, like, and just clap my hands and go, I respect you guys so much. But going back to the point standings, like I said, Clash need all the points that they can get. They've gotten 1 point in this series. That puts them a point ahead of Unity and 2 points ahead of Random. But realistically, Max, they need to win this series 2-0. They do. Because they need to claim all 3 points. If they claim all 3 points, that will put them on the same amount as Elite. And also, more importantly, that will give them a nice buffer of 3 to 4 points away from the teams below them.
That comes back to the cushion we were talking about earlier, right? Just to be comfortable
Always.
in that top 4 position. If you can be above Unity and Kings in the top 4, I think you're pretty much assured to just make it through in the top 4 teams of EU to face versus NA. And because later on, let's not forget, it's going to be top 4 of EU versus top 4 in NA fighting up for a grand total cash prize for all of these teams. And the cash prize is so far up at a whopping $1,500 which is nothing to really look over to. I think it's one of the biggest cash prizes so far, at least for the community-run tournaments, not for the content creator program, because that was a different one. But for the community-run tournaments, this is the biggest one. And you know what? Put that on your resume once again, and you'll look really good. And to potentially get picked up by some of the biggest teams once Call of Duty Mobile esports scene, the official esports scene, gets kicked off.
And there you go. You said it. You put it on your resume. You use it to raise your profile, to raise your stock as a player, as a team, so that when the full-on competitive Call of Duty Mobile series season kicks off, you will have something to back up with and go, yeah, we've won this, and this. Sign us up, baby.
Sign us up indeed. Maybe we'll have like another team becoming Cloud9 or G2 Esport. That'll be definitely really interesting. But anyways, let's jump straight into this second game of the BO3 series of Clash versus Elite. Only one team will be coming out on top. Which one might it be? Tell us in the YouTube chat. We'll love to know. A lot of support is going towards both teams. We do enjoy to see that coming on through. But we'll be on standoff. And Imperium, you know the history of Clash on standoff. They had a great first weekend on that map. But the second weekend, they kind of struggled.
Yeah, and honestly, I can see them struggling against this Elite side in standoff because bomb site is the dominant target, and Elite can be very aggressive. Yes, of course, they did lose the first game, but you're already seeing them be pretty strong so far in the standoff map. However, Clash, they have 2 members left, a standing Marky and Saturns, as they look to close out and take down Head for Death.
I believe we got a swap. Head for Death was not playing last game, if I'm completely...
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was not. So they had a little bit of a switcherino. Hopefully that'll be enough for them to try and get the second game. Nice break coming up from Head for Death. Unfortunately, not enough to find a frag. Gonna try and get close quarter. Can he confirm it? Yes, he can. Finding a 1v2 versus Tars. Tars with the MSMC. He gets around the corner of Tank, and he will end it up in a win. 1-0 so far for Clash. This is just the first round, but I want to see the dominant Clash we saw on standoff on week 1. This is really what I'm expecting.
Yeah. Do you want to point out a tiny little thing that I really love from Head for Death? He did a little bit of a dupe where he made it look as if he was going to the right of the tank, but he actually turned left, turned around and took down Marky. That was really great play by himself.
Yeah, just good brain plays coming on through. Nice random spray from Head for Death. Just go, spray and pray. Seemed like the prayers did work out. And he's going to try and plant it up in an area where it will be easy to stop any kind of diffuse coming on through. Tan's going to try and rotate through mid. Not going to get any information. Not Nifty on the backside towards Tank with the Type 25. It will get shut down. And that'll be 1-1. Elite making it back even in this game. And I really love the competition. Like, legit, it was 1 round difference that made Clash win. And this might be the biggest rivalry. Like, Clash... are just getting in the top 3, like with Kings and Elite. Elite versus Kings was one of the most intense matches we had to cast yet. But this is easily, right now at least, my top 2. I might even be a top 1 at the end.
Oh yeah, absolute. I know that this series is going to go to best of 3. I will be nothing against Clash, but I'll be very surprised if they win this, and if they do, it'll be another close series indeed. But 2 members left standing for Elite. Prinza head for death. Prinza does have the bomb in his hand. Head for death was taken out, so what can Prinza do? Gonna dance around the bin for now. He's up against 4 members of Clash, as Clash can just spread themselves out quite nicely, mark the 2 bomb sites, and then just make sure they are well protected. Although one's being picked off, Prinza takes down Neffy and then dances in the opposite direction. Great play by Prinza.
That's exactly how you want to play it. Just find a kill, rotate, try and hide your position, don't get located down, and then try and find another peak. He's got right now 2 kills in a 1v4 scenario. This is Jerry and Marky. He's going to rotate on the A-bomb site. He wants to try and buy a little bit more time. He wants to add an extra 30 seconds to the clock, which I think is here the best decision. It's pretty risky, but if he pulls it off, he's going to be the one controlling this game. And in a 1v2 with the AK, this is definitely possible. He's going to get pushed on the right side, Imperium.
And now it's a 2v1. What can Jerry, what can Prinza do? He couldn't do much, but honestly, gotta give him so much respect for that effort. He was up against 4 members of Clash Max. He picked off 2, danced around the map, planted the bomb because time was against them. He only planted it because he had to, Max, to be perfectly honest. And then the two remaining members of Clash swarmed and pushed it on him, took him out.
Yeah. Still a nice attempt overall. Very by the book. It didn't quite work out, but it was the best kind of scenario you could have got. As though they're going to be pushing slowly on top of Karma. Karma is going to have a little bit of a hard time defending. Marky does get shot, but it will only be a hit marker. Going to go for the nade. Will it have an impact? I don't think so. Prinza does plant up the bomb, and now they should just retract, go over boxes or tank. And that is where you're going to try and defend from, because it's just how you play on standoff when you push on a bomb site. It's just so easy to defend. And it's still got 5 members in Puro. 5 members to defend in a 5v2 scenario. But they're just going to go for the fight at the end. Drive for himself a double on Marky. And there you go, 2-2. And the competition is still ongoing.
Unbelievable, Max. One thing I did like about Elite in that last round, the fact that they ended with all 5 members up. It's something that is underappreciated sometimes. When you can end a round with all members up, that does show a certain level of dominance.
Karma defending A-bomb site pretty significantly well, but unfortunately struggled a little bit at the end. Head for death going towards broken wall, but it is a 1v2, will be a little bit complicated, but got the information, goes for the spray, does make it work out, and now it'll be versus Tarns, and Tarns is going for the rush. Got a look behind you, mate. Doesn't see, tries to go for the shot, tries to get prone, but unfortunately versus an MSMC, even if you get prone, it's really hard to avoid those shots, so there you go. Yeah. That's going to be 3-2 for Clash.
I know that Elite is going to come out and get this next round, and it's going to be 3. Now, if Clash can close out this next round and have a 2-round lead, that would be very good for them. Very, very good for them at this stage of the series, this stage of the game. But let's not deny the fact that Elite are the attacking side. They are going for this A bomb side, but they're being pushed so heavily back by Clash.
They're not going to go for Bakery push. They're going to retaliate and go back on B long. Karma is still going to be towards Bakery. They're going to try and stick together, which is the best scenario for them to do to pull off a 2v4. They've done it earlier. Can they do it again? That's a question. They're going to go for A push. They find himself 1 frag, but it doesn't quite work out. Karma just left with a brim of health remaining, and there you go. He's going to get rushed, and that will be 3-3. And you said it right. 3-3 is always going to be consistently like this, but the one period of this game I'm really looking forward to is when Clash are going to be the attackers, because that was their key performance on the first weekend of the Pro League. When they're going to attack, if they are playing as well as they did on that first weekend, I think it should be going over 2-0 in favor of Clash, because they were just so good.
Yeah, but that was the first week. These teams have evolved quite heavily. They've gotten to know each other. They've learned about each other. They studied each other. Yes, okay, Clash looks strong as the attacking side, but you can't deny what Elite can do. However, just 2 members left. Elite in this round, they're standing here for them. Have the bomb site. He's looking to get a little bit of vision on where the remaining members of Clash are. When I say remaining members, it's a full squad up for Clash.
Oh, Marky found himself 1. Can he find the second? This is Grizz. Grizz with the MSMC does shut down Marky. Finally, it was just about time. Gonna try and regen as much as he can. He's gonna get completely overwhelmed. There was no chance whatsoever. Now we 4-3. Clash still trying to get themselves an advantage, trying to get themselves a lead. But the thing you talked about earlier about like research, the team know their strats, and Elite, they are the #1 team so far in the overall standings. They 100% did their research on Clash beforehand, and if they know how good they are on this A-bomb site, they might go for a 3, even potentially just a 4-man defense on A, try to like put them a little bit wary, but here they go, that's 3 kills up for grabs for the side of Elite, and they're looking for more, leaving Marky alone with the sniper. 1v3 could be doable, but unfortunately Grizz on the backside went for the tank rush and gets himself the frag, 4-4. And it's just such an even matchup. I absolutely love this.
Yeah, it's like head for death on that last round. Insanely beautiful double kill as well for Elite. It really helped push that round in the favor of Elite. As now we get to the stage where we're getting to the halfway mark for each team. Of course, we are going to see the team swap sides in the next couple of rounds, and Clash will become the attacking team but for now, Elite have planted the bomb on the A side and just Tarns is left standing. He gets taken out, and it's 5-4 in the favor of Elite. The first time in this game, in this map of this series, I believe that Elite have taken the lead.
Yeah, so far, this is the first time. They were in the lead earlier on Raid at the very early stage of the game, but after it was Clash took it for like most of the game, for like 80%, 70% of the game, they were in the lead. But Jerry going to be trying to push towards gas station, trying to find himself one frag on Primza, but Primza does peek out in just the right amount of time and makes it out alive. That'll be once again Marky alone, but with a sniper. If you miss one shot, you're pretty much dead at that point. And he's in mid too, so he's pretty open to get, giving his information away. Does not have the bomb either, so this is definitely not looking good for the side of Clash.
Sorry, what were you saying, Max, about A, B? Strength. There's no advantage or disadvantage for these two teams, but Marky certainly giving it a good run for his money, and now it comes down to a 1v2.
He won melee versus an MSMC. Oh, that was such a funny encounter, but Marky unfortunately was only 30 seconds to go or get the bomb or find the 2 frags. He switched over to an AR, which I think is absolutely perfect. This is what you have to do. He's on the right side. He's got to check out. But no, jumps in front. And yeah, check your corners. Unfortunately, Marky went for the rush. There was not a lot of time, so he had to go the quicker route. Didn't have time to check every corner. I understand that. But still, 6-4 over to Elite. And they're only 4 rounds away. They want to make this a BO3.
Oh, man. Could this be the lead that Elite need to really close this round out? They're 4 rounds away from taking this game too, although Clash are the attacking side. They're going straight for the bomb plant on the A side, and they now will look to defend this venomous. Drari was taken out, as has Grizz been taken out. Orgic Primza and head for death left standing.
Yeah, Orgic gone for the backside, but he's going to get fought back. Good retaliation from Clash. Primza will also get shut down. Head for death remaining. He's got to try and stop this push, but now they just got to defend it. They didn't even have to pick the fight, really, Clash, but they're still going to go for it as Tarns just went back to his spawning point. Makes it 6-5. And I got to say this again, but they're so evenly matched. There's like the yin and yang of Call of Duty Mobile and EU.
It really is. And yeah, it speaks for itself. At the end of the day, the result so far speaks for itself. Both games have been incredibly close, as Jerry does rip through Orgic from behind, and now it's just one member left standing for Elite. This is the dominant Clash. Needed 2 rounds in a row. They will take down a number of Elite members early on to try and close out these rounds and make it even Stevens once again.
Oh yeah, Tarn stopped the plant for a second, just losing a few seconds, but that's completely fine. They're still in a man advantage. They can allow themselves to do so. That's the info. Okay, gonna be a good weapon if you play on the range, which he is doing in mid. That's perfectly executed. Gets not an FA. But Marky and Tarns rotating really far away, but Marky with a sniper got direct line of sight on the bomb site, and at the end he doesn't even need to be well positioned because Tarns does get the kill. Well played to them. 6-6, and once again we're in an even state, and it might get back to another 9-9 scenario.
And Max, I do love the fact that Tarns and Marky didn't actually stay on the site that they planted the bomb. They actually went away from it.
A, you don't have to, right?
Yeah, but it's not the point. They still didn't do that. They went in the opposite direction. It means that they were able to surprise from behind. Just a little thing that I absolutely love them executing.
Yeah, A-bomb site always, once you planted it, if you planted it in a good position, you can just rotate to blue van or to boxes, and you'll always have a direct line of sight, and they play that one really well. Even if it's a 1v2, they don't want to be too overconfident, and, you know, respect in a game is also going to be winning you quite a few amount of rounds.
Exactly.
And they coming out from Marky, trying to find some tick damage if you can, to avoid finding those hit markers that I think that has been the curse of Marky throughout this entire tournament, just getting so many hit markers. It feels bad, man, but he's been so consistent.
The good thing for Marky is that Marky has spotted out at least one member of Elite in the A site, which means that B site is open to plant the bomb if they do want it, but they're biding their time. It's 4 against 4, 30 seconds remaining for this bomb to be planted. Now they're gonna look to execute it, but Tarns gets taken out.
Yeah, they're just trying to buy some time, pull off a bait, and they're going to be normally able to plant this one up, but they're coming back through mid on the backside, and Grizz does get double kill on Jerry and Nefe in Marky alone, and he's going to get rushed up. He is really going to struggle, and he's going to get shut down by the handgun of Grin, find himself a sexy triple to end the round, and that's 7-6, and it's potentially going to be 7-7, then 8-8, then 9-9. I think it's pretty easy to anticipate this one.
It's hard. Like I tell you what, I wouldn't bet on it. You know what I mean? If I was a betting man, I would bet on this game because you know, any of these two take ride this wave and see who comes out on top. Now they are going for a quick bomb plant on the A site straight out. They can look to defend this as a 5-man team, but not Nefe. Taken out straight away, followed by Marky. Tar's down on low health. Jerry down on low health. Karma taken out, and Elite through and take this round 8. And of course, we'll take a 2-round lead.
Take a 2-round lead indeed. They're looking really good. That was I think it was mostly that Clash were not expecting a 4-man shift on their back spawning point towards Blue Van. And they got a little bit overwhelmed. They didn't have time to reposition themselves. And that was just, you know, expect the unexpected. But there was so unexpected that really can't even get yourself prepared for that because it's not really your typical kind of rotation. And it's really, I'm going to say, it's really ballsy in this kind of game to pull off that kind of rotation. But it worked out perfectly. And now they get a 2-point lead, which might be enough for them to secure themselves that round to go into game number 3 on firing range.
But let's see if they can look to predict this right now. And I think they kind of are. They're a lot more prepared for this backside push. But Grizz coming in and taking down Marky. But Prinza comes through, takes down Jerry. On Nefe, turns Karma left standing for Clash. And only Prinza left standing for Elite. What can he do in this 1v3? He can do nothing. Karma takes him out. We're now down to 8-7 in the favor of Elite.
You see how that took literally 1 round for them to find a counter plan to that backside dive?
Yep.
1 round, that's all it needs. They are so reactive and so quick on finding a new strategy to respond to an engagement from the side of Elite. So, Clash, they got my respects. Great nade, actually. Getting a nice amount of damage on both Orgic and Primza, but unfortunately, they're not going for the dive just yet. So they won't be able to convert those into any kind of kills or frags. Jari taking a little bit of damage. They're going to be on Bakery for the side of Clash. Seems like they're aiming more for this B bomb site, which is going to be always a little bit harder to overtake because there's a lot more open of a point. But once you get it, if you plant the bomb, it's really easy to defend. So it's a double-edged sword. If you can't plant it, it should be pretty easy to hold it down.
Plus, Jerry was taken out early on, as it will be Grizz as well. So it's 4 against 3. Jerry still has the bomb. It has yet to be planted. They are not going for the B site. They're actually looking to dupe and dance around and head towards the A site. Still yet to plant the bomb.
Oh no, Primza wins the trade! Can get this out for double. No, Marky will put an end to his killing spree. 2v2 right now. The bomb plant will be a little bit risky because they got information. They're going to go for the rush. Head for this. He's going for it. He gets himself 1 frag. He sees Marky on the floor and he gets the second. The bomb did get planted, but at the end he's still got 40 seconds to do so. That's way more than enough time to go for the defuse. And that'll be Furium 9-7. 1 round away from a 1v1 situation in the BO3 series.
Yeah, like, it was great play by Clash overall. They did plant the bomb, but realistically, the defense that came through was, at the end of the day, it was not good enough. It really wasn't good enough, unfortunately. But let's see if they can bounce
back. This is my
to
Clash.
smokes, ground the open road, and now they're planting on the B site. It's still 5 members up for each team.
Yeah, they went for the instant A side push, but now they're going to go for the backside engage. Grizz going to try and go from the backside from his spawning point, going for the rush onto boxes. Orgic, that will be a big failure as Jerry gets himself a double. And Karma also securing a double for himself, leaving Grizz alone. But he's going to try his best to make this one work out, but we all know that is not going to be paying off, and that's 9-8, and we might be getting to 9-9 Imperium once again. This is too much action for one. We had game number 1 forfeited. And you know what? Clash and Elite were like, okay, you missed game number 1. We're going to put all the action of these 2 games in one and just action pack it.
Oh, man. Well worth the wait to watch these 2 teams slog it out. But Clash need this point. Their backs are against the wall. Can they turn this around? 2 members of Elite taking out 3. Just even Drari left standing.
Jari, he's got to pull off this game. Nice, he gets the one-shot on Marky. Again, shot at really close quarter. He's got to try and regen. Does he have time to do so? I don't think so. He's going to try and run away. But he's going to... Oh my god, the flick shot on Jerry, you legend! Jari might be able to pull off the 1v3 scenario for his team and secure that point. He is the man of the hour. Oh, what a legend. Oh my god.
That flick shot for Drari blew my absolute goddamn mind. And now turns from behind. Can he get the kill?
Yes!
Drari comes through, takes out turns, and gets around in the favor of Elite. And the game 2, we're going to a best of 3, baby.
Where is the Jari fanboy clan in the chat? Guys, make yourself known, make yourself seen, because Jari deserves 1 million followers on Twitter just for that move alone. 1v3 clutch, stealing the win away from Clash. GG, well played. And that means Imperium, we're going to game number 3. And I'm happy we only had 1 game. And once again, this is a pure concentrate of what's best happening in the European scene of Call of Duty Mobile. And I'm loving it. GG, well played. And we'll be going back over to the intersection.
I'm dead.
Woo!
I'm dead, Max. I'm dead. Like, I'm dead. Just like, I'm done. You know, I'm just done. Like, Drari pulled off literally like the plays of the century with those 2 flick shots. It was crazy. Like, there's honestly, like, on a genuine note, there was no way he should have gotten away with that. Like, you know,
especially
nothing against his, exactly. There's no way he, you know, but at the end of the day, he flicked, he shot, and he wiped them out one by one. And that speaks volumes of him as a player in those moments.
Also did at the very last kill switch over to an AR. No, he was feeling confident there. He got himself 2 frags, but he was like, okay, maybe I'm going to calm down a little bit. Maybe I'll just switch over to an AR just to make sure I can confirm the round. He switched over to it, got the kill on bakery. Actually, people call it all bakery or kebab. I prefer bakery because I'm French, so I'll call it like that. Deal with it. Don't at me. But once again, GG well played. 1-1 so far, and we'll be going to game number 3. Clash will not be taking those 3 points we were talking about earlier in Imperium, you know, to get even closer to Elite and Kings. But 2 points still, if they can get themselves 2 points, that would be absolutely awesome. And still 1 point minimum is still a great achievement from these 2 teams. But now, Elite might be suffering their first defeat Imperium in the entire Pro League of the European scene.
I just, honestly, Max, I'm a little bit speechless.
You're a caster, you can't be speechless.
A little bit speechless.
That's our job.
I know, but I don't think there's anything I can really say that can justify how good these 2 teams are, how skillful they are, how reactive they are to each other. We have had 2 games, Max, where they have traded round after round after round after round. Yes, Elite did go kind of 2 rounds clear for the second half of that second game, but at the end of the day, it was Elite won 1, Clash won the other. Clash won 1, Elite won the other. Time and time again. Do you realize how hard that is mentally to be able to keep that up as a team? Because we all want, as competitive players, to, within reason, have a dominating performance where there's little to no mistakes, or where we drop very little points, and that as a team you look a lot stronger than your opponent. Yeah, but to constantly go, okay, we've won a round, oh crap, we've lost this next round, oh, we have to win it, you know what I mean? Like, that really does weigh on your mentality so much. So for these 2 teams to do it 2 games in a row, you know, just so much respect.
I just have the impression that these two teams just buff each other. But like when they're 1 point in the lead, the other team is buffed. And then when the other team's in the advantage, the other one gets buffed because like, oh, we got to win that 1 point. And then, oh no, we have to win that 1 point also. And it's like a race to that top 9. And then it's just like, well, it's all down to 1 round. Even though it was 9-8 on the last one. But still, we could almost call it a 9-9 because it was just that damn close. And it ended up in a 1v3 clutch. But there you go, guys. I hope you're enjoying the action right now. And also, do not hesitate to subscribe to the Call of Duty Mobile Pro League YouTube channel on which we are live right now. By that, you'll be notified when we do go live in the future. A lot more action coming through. This is so far the European action coming to you right now at home. And we'll be having the NA scene coming up in the next month or 2. And then we'll have the grand finals of top EU versus top of NA. So, no, just subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. And you'll be notified when we do go live. And that is what you're looking for. So myself and Imperium can bring you the action in absolutely all of its glory. Imperium, now we're going to be moving to the last final game of this BO3 series of Clash versus Elite. It's going to be, of course, on firing range. This map is a little bit, it's going to be very decisive for this matchup, but most of the time, it's one of the maps where I think we had the closest matchups. And I think that here, to end it all between Clash and Elite, I think this is the perfect map to see which of these two teams is the best.
Yeah, I overall couldn't agree with you more, but I'm going to predict something.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm going to predict that Elite are going to overall dominate in firing range.
Really?
The reason why is because of Drari. There's quite a lot of open areas in firing range, which does give a lot of opportunity for a competent sniper like Drari to really pull out those shots that he needs to pull out. So as much as I think it's going to be close to begin with, I really feel that Elite are going to come out with a dominating win on this map.
Okay, I mean, I understand your point there. I will be saying Clash is going to take it because I like a split desk Imperium, and I'm going to say Clash is going to take it, but they're going to go straight up for B-side push. And nice complete obliteration. Chirilili was a nice double one. Prims and Grizz going to make it already looking so good, and even gets another one almost at the end, leaving Jari alone. Gets himself a nice flick shot onto Jerry. But unfortunately, that's going to be a little bit too much for him to deal with, and it will be taken over. Round number 1 in favor of Clash. Once again, this is the first round, and we saw it time and time again. The first round now, normally it means a lot. It gives you that confidence boost, but on this matchup, it doesn't mean anything almost. It's just such an even matchup that the moral boost is completely useless almost for these two teams.
It kind of is. That buff of like, yeah, we get the confidence to win the first round. Between these two teams, it kind of means nothing. I did say it was going to be getting a fantastic sniper shot onto turn.
Looking for the engage. That's still a 5v3 going over to Elite, and this will be normally the famous 1-1 that we had so far in this tournament. As he sees Orgic on tunnel. Doesn't hit the marker. Unfortunately, Calm extremely low. Gonna have to try and find time to regen. And the bomb, unfortunately, is gonna be still in possession of Primza. And that's not looking good for Clash, because right now they do not control the pace of this game. As Marky gonna go for headshot. Does get Drari. He'll be the better headshot player in that matchup. As Primza pretty safe. Gonna go instantly for the bomb plant. The nade is almost perfect, but not overcooked. So it doesn't get any kind of tick damage out of that trade. Grim's on the left side. Can he find a flick shot? Yes, he can. Absolutely, he can. That's Marky. What are you talking about? But Grizz rushing in with the MSMC will make it trade off. And Karma now will be playing versus Head for Death. Head for Death in mid. I don't know what the hell he's doing there. But that should be maybe an easy defuse. But unfortunately, he's just been very careful. So Karma will not take the risk to go for the defuse. Been aside. He's in the backside of Headshot. Oh my god. Head for Death actually wins it with a prone play. And that makes it 1-1. I mean, yeah, normal.
Like, yep. Yep, that's it. Just normal. Now, in saying that, that was definitely a lot closer. Clash did, in the end, look a little bit stronger, but like Marky particularly taking out Drari with sniper shot. However, Head for Death, he waited a little while, but in the end, he was able to close out the round for Elite.
Marky just going to check that nade over. Tainer trying to find a nade if he can. Nice flick shot once again. Gets Drari down. Drari really suffering on this map Imperium so far for these 2 first rounds. But they get the kill in container. Gonna go now for the defuse as the only 3 members, and that's gonna be Clash taking it 2-1. Let me guess. Next round is gonna be 2-2. just
Exactly.
pure speculation. It might not happen, but you know.
It's just, you know, am I like in deja vu? You know what I mean? You know,
No, Imperium, what are you
yeah,
talking about? This is big brain
it's
speculation
mental.
right now. This is the biggest of brain of speculations.
Of course, of course. Will you predict my future, please, senpai?
You'll eat some potatoes tonight. I don't know. That was very. I'm really bad at that. Why do you do this to me, Imperium? Okay.
To be honest, you're not wrong. Probably will eat
oh,
some potatoes tonight. Anyway, head for death. Angrid's left standing for Elite. It's 3 against 2. Can we see Elite really live up to our predictions? Now it's 2v2. Angrid.
Whoa!
MSMC.
Grizz just finding 2 kills mid-air in his jump. That was absolutely fantastic coming out from him. But now Grizz has the bomb. Picks it back up. Going for the B would be... I was going to say, going back to B, in my opinion, was a little bit risky. Because it was really easy to anticipate. And I think he maybe had even enough time to rotate on the backside. Go back towards Wood. And, you know, see from there on out where he wanted to rotate on both A or B.
Yeah,
but
I totally agree.
I think overcommitting there was a little bit risky. But I think also time was maybe a little bit of pressure on him. Still 3-1, and it was not 2-2. So you know what? I'm not a very good, what is it called? Teller? Or what? What's the job called?
Fortune teller.
Fortune teller. There you go. I'm not a very good fortune teller.
Well, in fairness, Elite now look. Still a 5-man team looking towards the A site. They have planted the bomb. Now as a 5-man team, they can look to defend pretty vehemenously. Drari from a distance is going to look to try and position himself to get the sniper shots from behind as QLASH try and push down the members of Elite. Orgic goes down.
Marky trying to find himself a nice angle, though he still has one member on the bomb. They can't quite find him. Oh, nice no-scope from Marky on Head for Death. Jari alone now. He has the perfect angle to stop a defuse bomb coming on through. But unfortunately, he misses that one shot, and Marky will punish him for that. And as I said earlier, you said that Jari is going to be pretty insane on this map, but he's been having a hard time. Marky's been shown to be the most consistent sniper, at least on firing range, but maybe it's just taking a little bit of time for Jari to adapt after that, that little bit of a boost he had after that 1v3 he got himself on last map on standoff. So, got to calm down a little bit, Jari, because right now it hasn't been working out too well for him.
Yeah, of course, and look, what I said was as much based off theory as calculated. Drari just seems to be struggling a little bit in this firing range map. I don't know if it's personally one of his least favorite maps for whatever reason. But now Elite just down to 2 players. Head for that's very low in health. Grizz does have the bomb. Let's see if we can find a kill. Marky left standing for QLASH.
Grizz is so fast. It's absolutely insane. He is unkillable when he's with that MSMC. Just you can't even shoot him down. He's just so fast on his reaction time. But now Grizz has the bomb. They've got to do something. Marky with the sniper. He's going to get rushed down Head for Death, unfortunately. With the Type 25, if you miss that first shot, it's not going to work out for you. 4-2. And slowly going to be Elite trying to get themselves back to an even scenario. But having a little bit of a harder time on this map, I do believe. But they're still, like, they're also attacking. If you got a really good defense setup, it is really hard to push. We do have to say that.
Exactly. Yeah. I did say, of course, I predicted it was going to be closer early on. But Elite will come out on top. But really, Clasher, a little bit proved me wrong, to be perfectly honest. But Drari.
FK. No. Drari, you can't do this right now. No.
You must be having connection issues.
Yeah, because a few players were restarting their game before this matchup, so hopefully we can get Jari back in game ASAP, because without Jari, that'll be even harder, because when you're going to be defending, Sniper is going to be really important for you to hold those angles. If you don't have it, this might be actually a win for QLASH, so hopefully I'll get back ASAP.
Although I'm saying that this will be an absolutely fantastic round for Elite if they were to win this one with one member AFK and a 3v2 situation. Bomb has been planted. Head for Death, left standing. He gets taken out from behind by Karma, and QLASH will take this round and a 3-point lead against Elite.
If you guys didn't see it on screen, I'm not going to blame you. That was actually really funny. You had Marky that chucked a nade that was like perfectly cooked towards B bomb site to try and stop the plant from happening. Yeah. And you had Jerry to just jumped in front of him, and the grenade just stuck on him and just fell to the ground. Just like big fail. That was really funny. But unfortunately, that is not going to be looking too good Quali, not a fun game for them. And Marky just, whoa, gave himself 1 kill. Can find a second on the wall bang. He can find himself almost a double, just a hit marker, unfortunately. Come on, Jari, come back in a game. We need you, mate. We need you. Well, not me, but your team does. And Crimza going to be trying to fight that in. Ooh, the close quarter section of Container. Unfortunately, 2 members will be dying out. 6-2, and this is such a bitter situation for Elite. I mean, Clash are like, easy game, but I think even Clash doesn't want this. They're like, it was such a good game. No. We want this to go like 5v5. We want a proper game.
Exactly. It would be a bit of an anticlimactic finish to this series if Drari was not to come back. But at the end of the day, look, Max, all these players are responsible for their own internet connections. So, you know, Drari is responsible for it at the end of the day. If he doesn't have a backup, that is, of course, on him. But maybe, I don't know if it's possible. Is it? I don't know if it's allowed in the rules if a team can bring in a sub mid-game.
I don't even think the game will let you do that. So I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, they can't join the lobby.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, at least what I am hoping for is the Drari is okay. No, the game was one thing, but let's hope that nothing too bad happened for him. Though the rush from Container will be coming on through. Time's pretty low, and he will get rushed out. This is looking actually pretty good for the side of Elite. Now it's a 2v2 versus Jerry and Marky. In a normal scenario, that would be normally a 3v2, as they'll be in the favor. Advantage. Marky going to go for the bomb plant, but he doesn't have the bomb. I thought he was going for the bomb plant, but he's not there. It's towards Container in mid. Although unfortunate for them. They can't rotate on it just yet. Marky going to be left alone. He's going to get rushed and pushed upon on Container. And that will be still Elite securing himself there 1 round, 7-3. They have to try and buy as much time as they can, waiting for Dry to get back. That's their main objective, hoping that he does come back.
Exactly, and you could say that maybe Clash slacked off a little bit in that last round, but that's not to take anything away from what Elite did to grab that round by the horns and to take it on their side and help keep their dreams alive in this best of 3 series.
I saw a message from Jari in the YouTube chat saying his Wi-Fi crashed, and I'm sorry, Jari, for you. Let's hope you can get it back in route right now, but unfortunately for Jari's Wi-Fi crashed, there's not much can really do. This is going to be a pretty good iteration.
Jari, just turn it off and turn it back on again.
Do you think Jari's a boomer that much, really?
Well, no, like I work for a company and I fix people's internet. Turning it off and turning it back on again, that's normally what works.
That's what you say to like people like 70 years old normally. I don't think he's that. Oh, maybe the oldest professional player of Call of Duty Mobile. That is Jari, but boomers versus boomers. The epic matchup of the year. They're going to be chucked on over towards tunnel, but Head for Death going to struggle on this one. There's time 1 frag, but still 3 members up and standing for Clash. 8-3, and this is very bittersweet, Imperium.
It is very bittersweet indeed, and like you said, you touched upon it really effectively. Clash don't want this. Clash don't want to win on a. I'm sure they don't want to win on a, so to speak, a technicality. It's kind of a technicality. With
tech issue,
one player. Yeah, tech issue. They'll take it, but it's not what they want. They want to prove themselves, and they have been proving themselves quite effectively against these teams. And then on the side of Elite, they'll be comfortable in the fact that they did win a round against Clash before this happened. So at least they grabbed the point. But yeah, 93 in the favor of Clash with an AFK on the side of Elite. Feels bad, man. Feels bad, man.
It's very unfortunate, but we are slowly closing this one up, and it might be just a 10-on-3. I mean, still can cling to the small chance that we'll have a big 7-round comeback in a 4v5 scenario, but it seems very unlikely. And a 5-man push from Clash. They're losing already. Losing Karma. Turelil is still able to find the kill with just a few HP remaining. And there you go. Orjic going to be the first member down for Elite. Primza, Head for Death, and Grizz remaining. Going to try their best. He's going to go for the push. I think this is a little bit too aggressive from Primza, but he makes it worthwhile, finding 1 frag. Leaving Tarns alone, 1v3. And this is maybe the start of a legend. Imagine if Elite can make an epic. Like, that would be absolutely insane. It seems extremely unlikely, but it still is a possibility. Bray on the MSMC coming on through. Find himself 1. Oh, that really scared me for a split second there. They lined up perfectly.
It was 1v3. Like I kind of thought, I kind of think Clash are just not backing off, but they're just being a little bit more lax
I mean, I think
They
they're
know they
being
have
sad
an
too. Is like they're like,
advantage.
we don't want this. They're like,
Yeah.
there's no boost. There's not like the punch of the game, you know. Now they take two
Yeah.
members down, leaving Prims and Head for Death remaining, and it's going to be an A bomb site finish normally. Go for random spray. Nice spray and break coming out actually from Prims Head for Death. Even in now a 2-on-2. But Prims does die out. Head for Death going to try and juke around. He cannot lose this matchup versus Marky. Marky's got the information. He's towards container, into container now. Do not push up in container. If you go up, you will die, I'm pretty sure. Switches over to the handgun. I'm going to go for the spray. Can he make it worthwhile? He does get it. I thought the headshot was going to come on through from Marky. Still 9-5. That's 2 rounds in a row in a 4v5 versus Clash. And I think maybe Clash was like, the Clash did calm down a little bit.
They did calm down a little bit, and I don't think they were doing it in a disrespectful manner at all. That's one thing to point out. I don't think they're trying to play with Elite for the sake of it. No, not that. It's just, you know, you get such a dominating lead, and you do step back a little bit. You relax a little bit, and you kind of, you know, go, okay, this is pretty comfortable for us. But they can't. They got to respect the lead just that little bit more. The fact that still as a 4-man team, they can be very strong. But Marky, kill after kill, Prims Head for Death taken out with those headshots.
Yeah, that was not going to work out, unfortunately, for Elite. And there you go. GG well played. They'll be going over to Clash 10-5. And they take the series 2-1. GG well played to them. Unfortunately, you know, very, very, very bittersweet because Dry did have his connection just severed away from him.
Yeah.
And there you go. Still Karma. 1795 points total. Yeah, it's very sad to end on that, but you know what? Clash put a really, really good performance, but Elite until the AFK, until the issue that Dry found himself responsible with, it was just such an even matchup, and I'm sure we'll be able to see some more matchups of Clash versus Elite in the future, but the 2 first matches, at least, were extremely fun to watch and really close, so just for those 2 first matchups, I got to say big props to both teams. Deserve a big round of pogs in the chat. And yeah, that's still Clash taking it home 2-1, but still that means that Elite is indeed still in the lead right now.
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, what happened. There's really no point in us or the 2 teams, both teams, kind of even talking about it, to be perfectly honest, Max. I think it would be it would be us doing a huge injustice to both teams, even mentioning kind of what happened. Not to try and ignore it, but more the fact that we had the first 2 maps, the first 2 games were insanely close, and the 2 teams performed as if their life depended on it. That should be the highlight. That should be the takeaway from this series. That should be the stand out point that we talk about, that both teams pushed each other to the limits.
Pushed himself to the limits. Almost every game ended up like the 2 first ones was a 9-9 on raid, then it ended up in a 9 and then it was a 9-8 scenario at the very last game on standoff, and it was just, once again, this is what is interesting about the Call of Duty Mobile esports scene so far, is that you got such a high level of gameplay when it's not even a professional and official esports scene, because these players put the time to do their research, to do their training, and just for that alone, all the teams, not even just Clash and Elite, but all the teams that participate in the Pro League can be extremely proud of what they've been able to achieve. Unless the teams did surrender and forfeit their matches, then unfortunately don't do that. But other than that, like, just for that, I get a huge amount of respect from all of these teams and players, and you know, this is just a start once again of something bigger than all of us. It's going to be the professional and official esports scene of COD Mobile, so I just can't wait. And you guys, thanks so much for checking out the stream. It's been a good time, and Impure, maybe you want to try and focus now, move over of this match of Clash versus Elite, and now focus on the matchups of not today, but tomorrow.
Yeah, heading into tomorrow's games, we do have Unity versus Random, which is going to be definitely a good one to look at. And then Team 4 v United Force. Now, we've yet to see United Force play. They did overtake, and they did take the spot of, not gonna lie, I forget who, because they removed themselves from the league. So United Force came in. United Force didn't show up last week, unfortunately, in this stream match that they did have. that they were scheduled to have. And Team 404, realistically, they will have to pull out the most dominating performances for the rest of the league if they are even going to have any kind of chance of qualifying. They're in 7th place, I believe, in the overall standing. They only have they're 6th. Sorry, they're 6th. They only have 4 points. When you look at Random, who are ahead of them, they have 7 points, and Random aren't even in the top 4. So 4-4, you know, it's going to be interesting to see how they bounce back, being so far down in the standings. But 2 fantastic matchups coming up tomorrow.
2 fantastic matchups indeed. I was reading the chat earlier on YouTube and I saw hashtag fix French Wi-Fi, and I can say I live in France, I'm French, and French Wi-Fi just absolutely sucks. So you know what? I completely understand, Jari. Just, you gotta move, mate. You gotta move. Get out of there. But yeah, so the matchups of tomorrow will be Unity versus Random at 8 PM CET, and followed up with Team 404 versus United. So as you can see on your overlay right now, it is Monarchy, but Monarchy is not going to be playing because they left the tournament completely. So they will not be playing. They will be United. What's the IGN? Ready?
United Force.
United Force. There you go. We'll be replacing Monarchy. So it will be Team 404 versus United Force at 9 PM CET tomorrow, guys. Write it down in your calendar. Put on the notifications because those matchups are going to be absolutely insane. And this is going to be, I believe, the first stream was United Forces, if I'm not completely mistaken, because I think their matchup was actually forfeited. One of their matchups was forfeited last weekend.
Yep.
I think this is the first time we're going to actually be able to see them. So, you know what? I'm really hyped to see how they can play under the pressure of being on stream also. But there you go, guys. Thank you very much for checking out today's broadcast. My name is Maxman, joined once again with Imperium. Tomorrow is going to be absolutely insane. And I hope to see all of you guys there. See you all next time for some more Call of Duty Mobile action. Bye-bye.
To make money, go to CyberBet. We have wide selection of games, high odds, unlimited maximum withdrawal. Convenient site navigation makes betting easier than before. Register on cyber.bet. Take part in promos and get your bonuses. Start now.
Download free now. Are you tired of boring skins? EasyTrade.bet can change that for you with a huge selection of cases and good prices. ET.bet is fair and safe thanks to the highly recognized Provably Fair algorithm. We deliver your skins within 48 hours, and on top of that, we got daily free cases and much more. Visit EasyTrade.bet now and secure your unique offer. EasyTrade.bet. Skins you actually want.
Do you have what it takes to compete against the best in the world? Can you make it to the top 100 in your region? How about the top 5% on your favorite console? Find out by competing on the most competitive platform in the world. DrBattles.com is where competition lives.
DrBattles.com, where competition lives.